How's everybody doing tonight? Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? I don't know why that came out a little too excited the first time. And also 21 minutes late. I can't really promise that I'm ever going to be on time because the job that I have, it doesn't allow it. But what I'm thinking of doing, did I do that too close? Let me see here. Yeah, that's too close. All right. So what I'm thinking of doing is setting up a 24-hour stream. So that way, even when basically it'll just always be content on. And then whenever I go live, or anyone else who goes live, that'll I don't know. I was going to say that'll cut in and become live, but I'm not sure I want to commit to saying that. I'm not sure what it's going to mean. But it's going to be something. So we don't have close-up camera again tonight. We instead have this sort of far away camera, which I don't know. I'm not sure I've got the right angle on that quite yet. Yeah, I guess if we're going to work on the top of this, I have to bring it forward. But at some point, this is all going to be hooked up. Maybe just for this puzzle, I have to move that scoreboard to a different part of the screen. Let me do that. If I can do that while it's already live. I think I can. Yeah, all right. So I think just for this one puzzle, we're going to do the scoreboard there so that you can see the top of the pinball machine. I don't even know if you will. This is a weird puzzle. Anyway, I'll do the best that I can with showing up on time and with getting you a camera angle that can see this puzzle. So for now, it says page 18. So I guess we're up to page 18. I have to get a haircut, by the way. This is not what I look like. My hair should be much shorter, and then I'll look different. I guess technically that is what I look like for now, but it's going to change. I got to get my hair cut. Buzz cut. That's my plan anyway. All right, so I think we stopped on this page 18 because it was very scary looking. As you can see, it has 3 sections. And each section has a lot going on. All right, so we're going to take it one step at a time, one section at a time. So the first section uses 2 boards. That's not too bad, just G and H. And how many pieces? 2, 4, 6, and one of them's doubled, so 7. So we're over 200 pieces now. We're at 203. Although I didn't set up yet. What am I doing? That's not what I meant to do. There was another camera that I didn't set up yet, and I meant to set that up. All right, so now we can go to that. So this is the box. This is where G and H is. I'm just trying to see. This is a bad lighting on a bad camera on a bad subject. But basically, this is the box that this puzzle comes in. It's a huge box. It doesn't fit on my screen. It doesn't fit on my desk. So it's down here. I should do a split screen. So this I'm breaking the 180 rule here. This is like the game Portal because this is my right hand and this is my left hand. But I don't know. It's kind of weird how it's working there. But anyway, this box is on my left, but it's displayed on my right. So maybe I have to move that too, but no, I can't because we need this to be visible here. So we're going to leave that there. All right, so the reason I went to this view in the first place is just to find the G and H boards, which I think they're both in here. You know what? Let me do that split screen because that could be funny. All right, so here's H. So see what I mean about it being like the game Portal? It's like on one camera, it's on the other camera. It's kind of like the game Portal. All right. That's the, what is that, the H board? So I still need to find the G board. This could be it. This might be it. This is the K board. I don't know what that is, but it's not G. There's L. Here's G. G board. Alright, so we got our boards here. 16, 17 from G, and then 6, 9, 11, and 14 from H. So let's do that. Alright, the G only needs 2, 16 and 17. There's 15, there's 14, there's 18, 17, that's one of them, right? 16 and 17, here they are. Alright, so we got 2 pieces ready to go. 16, there's G16. And here's G17, which is kind of a crazy piece. So much for the G board. Now for the H board, we need 6, 9, 11 times 2, and 14. And don't forget, a bunch of pieces have fallen out. So like, this came from the H board. This was H21. There could be other pieces. This is I4. I don't know. Basically, if we don't see it here, we check this pile. Can you get an angle on that pile? Okay, here's the pile. I got a pile of crap over there. And I have slightly off camera over here. But that's only one piece. Alright. 6, 9, 11 times 2, and 14. This is 6. H6. Here's the 11 times 2. Well, the first third of this board of this page is looking not so bad so far. We don't have. Where's H9? That's H4. Yeah, this piece is out. H20 goes in the pile. It fell out. So we're still looking for H9, which is right here. And then H14, right? That's the last piece we need. And that's it right there. So G16, G17, H6, H9, H11 times 2, and H14. The H board is almost done. It's like a lot of... We've been hitting the H board pretty hard. That looks like we've seen pieces that look like that before. When we were working on this, these pieces look like that. The pieces underneath this little drummer boy dropped through like 4 boards, and it looked just like that. So, I guess something similar is going to happen on these instructions. So let's take a close look here. So H, okay, yeah, we can do that. Alright, so H, wait, what did it say? Okay, G16, really. G16 in the middle. And then H11 on the sides. This, like, part that sticks down goes on the same side as this part that sticks out. So we got the stick out pieces on both sides. That's it. That's kind of how it goes. These stick out pieces go through those circles. These circles are huge compared to these tabs. So nothing's going to stay together at this point unless that notch keeps it together. Let's find out. Nope, notch don't do shit. Doesn't do it. The notch doesn't do anything. It will do something eventually. You can see that it kind of will, but at this point it doesn't do anything. There's nothing keeping all of this together. But on section 2, I guess you would call this. What is this, section 0? Why does it say 1 but 2, 3, 4? Does that make sense? 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this is apparently section 0. So they knew this wouldn't stay together because section 1 is actually putting it all into this. So I guess they're trying to tell us it needs to be together like this, you know, like before it goes into here. So like you got to pinch it together and then you got to line it up. So there's 1, 2, 3 tabs here, 3 receivers there times 2. That's going to be quite locked on pretty good. Assuming we get it in there before it all falls apart. Sort of going in. Not quite completely yet. Why is this sticking out? No, it's not. We're good. Everything's in. It's not flush yet, but it's in. Everything's started. Let's get it flush. All right, everything's in. This piece has kind of got some movement to it. You see that? I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that. Obviously, these circles line up. All right, let's stop the speculating and just take a look. All right, so looks good so far. That bottom piece was G17. Next, we need to grab H6. Oh, by the way, these need to be waxed. Do we have wax? You know, I had a piece. Oh, yeah, here's the wax. I guess I still have a piece. I don't know if this is the wax that came with it or if I just keep wax stored close by. But anyway, here's some wax. All right. You didn't even see that. Basically, I had a little bag with some wax in it. I don't know if it's from this project or the previous project, but it's wax. I think the previous project... No, I think this was 2 projects ago. I think this was the ROKR AK-47. The previous project I did was the U-Gears research vessel. But maybe this is from that. I don't remember. It came in a little baggy, which made me think that it was from ROKR, but who knows. There you go. There's the little baggie. I think I'm going to keep that in its off-camera spot because if I put it with these pieces, I'll lose it like I did the first time I put it there. All right, so yeah, just these need to be waxed. I don't know why, but they need to be. And then H6 goes back here. It's going to help lock this on, I think. Get that in there. There's a tab at the bottom. Notches line up. All right, here we go. I guess that's in. There's probably tools I'm supposed to use for this. I mostly just use my hands, but I need to look into what are the officially recommended tools for wooden model building. There probably are some out there, and I probably should start using them. Anyway, finger tight worked. That popping sound meant things are going good. All right, something exciting is about to happen. H14. When did they tell us H14? Because I did not grab anything that looks like that. So we have to go back to the H board and find H14. All right. Thought maybe it's here, but I don't see it there. All right, I just reached in this bucket here, and I think this is it. This looks like it. Doesn't say anything on it. Probably said on the wood what it is. Anyway, is this the H board? Or is that the G board? That's the H board. Alright, it says H14 right here. I wonder if I popped out something incorrect and called it H14. This is definitely H14. So the piece we just built is going to slide into this. You know what? I think this is the ball return. First of all, they wanted this top waxed. Now they want this waxed. So that means this is going to slide in and out. That's first of all. Second of all, look at these circles. There's a bag somewhere with 6 ball bearings in it. I remember when I was like opening everything. All right, so they show only the, I don't know if this is top or bottom. Anyway, they only show 2 sides getting waxed. But I'm just going to wax the whole thing. I don't see how that could be a problem. Other than that is throwing wax all over my table. Desk. Alright, so let's get the orientation correct when we put this in. So if we're holding it like this, then this goes in like this. I thought it's going to slide in, which so far it's not. It should slide in and out, right? I mean, that's like the point of this piece and the reason we waxed it. Right? Am I crazy? Yeah, that's going to slide in and out. All right, so I feel like it needs more wax. I mean, it's barely moving right now. Yeah, let's get some more wax on that. Well, I think it just holds them. But if you actually want to play this pinball, you got to get this moving. So I don't know if that means waxing also the sides. Let's try that. I was going to say it might mean sanding it as well. Let's get this all the way in and then wax the sides of it. Alright, let's try it again. A little better. Yeah, I mean, I'll call that acceptable for now. You could always add more wax later. So, the only thing is, did we put it in the correct side? I think we did. It's kind of tricky to look at those instructions. They're holding it, they're showing it like this. Yeah, I mean, that looks right. Alright, so that's something. Ball return, I guess. So, this is probably the front of the pinball machine. Yeah, it's the same width as the back, so I guess it's the front. We got 2 pieces we didn't use yet. What's that all about? Alright, so they're saying to flip this up. I don't know how high, but they're saying to flip it up. Now, this thing goes on to the end. So once we do that, it's not gonna, the drawer is not gonna come back out anymore. We didn't use this piece yet, H4. Did I take H4 thinking it was H14? Yeah, I did. So this H4 is crap. We don't even need it. Alright, so we're 1 piece from finishing this section, and that 1 piece is H9. Put it on with the ball return flap in the top position. Got a couple of tabs to get in there. Okay. Now what happens now? Oh, beautiful. So look at this. Your drawers in. How cool is that? Oh. Drawer goes, can't come out because it's got now this piece of wood here. It goes in and this flips open. So does that mean that this is the inside? Because then this flips open. It's got to be outside to be able to flip open. Right? I don't know. Let's see. I'm thinking that you pull it out like this so that you can open it up, but maybe not. Maybe you pull it like this, you know, and there's something in the guts of it that's going to flip this open. So what do you think? There's no handle here. This looks like more like a handle, but you can't open it. And plus the balls aren't going to fit through this slot. I don't know what's going on here. Your guess is as good as mine. Alright, back to the instruction book. Section 2 is starting to get scary. They got a lot of weird pieces in Section 2. Let's take a look at it first. Alright, test, open, close the drawer. Yeah, we were doing that. Alright. Add 4 screws to 2 pieces of wood. And those screws are 2 different types that are going to fit together. Okay. Then add another screw and a spring. Is that the thing that's going to shoot the ball? Shoot the ball into play? And then a second spring on the other side. So 5 screws and 2 springs. Yeah. This is wild. This segment 2 of this page is wild. Let's take our time here. All right, so C23, C24, H17, and then those P's, they're coming from bags. They're coming P8, P13, and P14 come from bag 1, which I think I have bag 1 right here. Yeah, I do. This is bag 1. And then the other bags that we're going to need are bags 18 and 19. And we're going to need 2 P44s and 2 P45s. So those are probably the interlocking screws. All right, so what are we looking at here? 2 boards, 3 bags for a total of 10 pieces. Is that right? 3, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 10 pieces. So we're going up to 213 on the piece counter. And now we need those pieces. All right, so we mentioned C. This is actually part of C. There's a second C that's bigger than this. 23 and 24. 20, 27, 19, 18, 30, 34, 28, 40. I don't think it's on this board. I think it's on the other one. That's D. There we go, C. All right, what do we got here? I think I see. No, that's 42. We're looking for 24. Yeah, there's 24. And where's 23? It says 23 here. I guess this is 23. All right, C23 and C24. Which one's which? I already forgot. Now we need H17. I gotta get a chair that doesn't squeak so much. Oh, there's H17. Wow, it looks a lot like C23. It also looks a little bit different, or more like C24. Yeah, it's got the same hole pattern as C24. All right, H17. Now we need the bags. We're going into the bags. P8, P13, and P14 all come from bag 1. So the thing with these P pieces is that unless it's the only piece in the bag, you kind of need this tool sheet to know what piece you're looking for. So what are we looking for? All right, let's start with P8. P8 is a 55 millimeter screw. So I don't know if that's the length. I don't know. Sometimes the diameter could matter as well. It doesn't mention the diameter. It only mentions the 55 millimeters. Am I making that tighter or looser? I was pinching it with, inadvertently pinching it. That's why I wasn't opening. My thumb of my left hand was pinching it. All right, that's basically 55 millimeters, which is huge. All right, there's a screw in here that's 55 millimeters. I see an Allen wrench. There is no 55 millimeter screw in here. Unless it's this. All right, maybe it's this. What do you think? Yep, that's a 55 millimeter screw. I don't know if it's exactly, but I think that's it, because that's the only screw that's that big. There's 2 Allen wrenches in here, but in terms of screws, that's the only one. So that's our 55 millimeter screw. Now, P13, what is that? P13 is a 25 millimeter spring. And we also need P14, which is a 10 millimeter spring. So we need 2 springs, 25 and 10. Now we're getting kind of precise. All right, 25. I mean, there's a lot of springs in here. I don't want to use like the wrong size. Is that a 25 millimeter? I think that might be a little big. But look at this. There's 2 different colors. They're similar in size, but they're different colors. This is like clear and this is black. Wow. Does it say in the instructions if we're looking for clear or black? Here's another black one. There's a smaller one wrapped around it. That's probably the 10. It's like spiraled on there. All right, there's the 10. I think that's the 10. All right, does it say how many P18s there are? Let's see, or P14s. Yeah, I think it says how many in the bag. So there's a 32 millimeter and a 25 millimeter, or is that the bag number? That might be the bag number. No, that's the quantity. I don't know where the bag number might not even be on this list. Oh no, there it is. They're separated by bag number. So the first 2 rows, other than that last one, are bag 1. All right, so this number here is the quantity. So there's 2 32s and 1 25. So that means that we're looking for this one. I know that they don't look like they're 7 millimeters different, but there's one metal colored and two black. So it's got to be the metal colored one based on quantity. There's the knob that we're going to use to launch the balls. Where's the flippers? I don't know. Anyway, there's our two springs. All right, we're far from done here because now we need to find P44 and P45, which aren't even on this sheet. All right, P44 and P45. These are 6 millimeter and 10 millimeter. One's a black screw, one's a brass screw, but I'm pretty sure they're interlocking. So we need two of each of them. Oh, and they're in two separate bags. Bag 18 and bag 19. So we actually have bag 17. It's off camera. But anyway, so now we need bag 18 and bag 19. So those are like going to be underneath all the boards here. And I think even underneath this first level. It's like a Whitman sampler that you might get on Valentine's Day. It's got multiple levels. All right, down here, you can see those bag numbers. So you can see 15, 26, 22, 20, 18. Is that one of the ones we need? 18 and 19? All right. That's 18. I think we need 18 and 19. 20, 19. So here's bag 19. All right, so, well, sorry, one more thing. I just got to put this back together. And once I take those bags out, they're now going to stay on my desk. I'm not going to go back and forth looking for bags. All the bags will just eventually end up on the desk. So there's 18, there's 19. So we need two of each. This is piece P45, this is piece P44. So the smaller one is P44. And these bags are going to be, you don't want to open them too big or you're going to spill all the pieces. How am I going to see these tiny little black screws? All right, I'll put them on top of that. Okay. Now I need the brass screws. I'm going to put bags 18 and 19 off camera right next to bag 17. All right. Two from this bag. Oh man, I can't get this thing. It's like attached to my finger. I ripped a piece off the bag and it was like static clinging to my finger. Alright, so you think these screws are going to interlock? They actually don't look like it now that I see them. But I haven't seen them that close and we don't have the close-up camera. No, those aren't going to interlock. I don't know what's going to happen to them. Maybe they're going to go into those like pinholes there. Got those little pinholes anyway. C23, C24, H17. It needs to be sanded, this H17. Alright, what's next? P8. P13, P14, oh, sorry, 2 P44s and 2 P45s. Wow. By the way, this thing still is not in the garbage. It just kept sticking to my finger. And all right. I stuck my whole hand in the garbage and did like this. And oh, it's on the back of my thumb. Oh my goodness, let me try that again. All right. I did it again. Is it still stuck to me? No, it's finally in the garbage. All right. Now we can start working. What do we need to do? All right, we're going to work on that piece that we were just building a minute ago. So this piece. They have the drawer pushed in like this. I don't know if that really means anything, but that's the way they have it. And there's a lot going on here. So there's 2 levels of screws. Let's do the 18s first. So there's the 18s. It came with a little screwdriver. So let's use that. I can't even see if this is a Phillips head, but seems to be. It went in with 0 resistance, by the way, so I probably could just push the next one in. But I don't want to damage the wood. So I'm going to screw it again, but it's going to fly right in again. So I don't know that I'm getting anything out of the screw. All right. So now there's like a hole in the middle here. So we got to keep that hole lined up. So the way we do that is get the screws into the outer, like circles there. Make sure they're lined up and then start screwing them in. Get them both started. Double check that they're correct and then finish them. That's my plan anyway. It looks good. All right, let's finish them. All right, I think that's in. So we're going to kind of do the same thing on the other side. And then I assume the screw is going to go through the whole thing. So this hourglass shaped piece is going to go on top of that like more squarish rectangular sort of piece. And again, it needs to be sanded. Just a lot of splinters on it. I don't know if that's gonna matter or not, but just in case. And then the screws go through both pieces, and then obviously they're gonna screw into this board from the opposite side of where the last one went in. So it's gonna be the inner pinholes this time. All right, let's line those up. I feel like that's lined up. But is it? I don't know. I guess we're about to find out. It felt like it caught something. But before I tighten them, I'm going to see if the big screw will go through the middle. Because if it doesn't, then this is garbage. All right. Let's see if the screw goes through. It does. The screw is in there. So we can tighten this. Wow. That's like the world's tight. That's the bolt. I thought that was the screwdriver. Where's the screwdriver's no bigger. It's like the world's tiniest screwdriver. Don't over crank them because you'll strip the wood. All right, now how's that bolt go in? They want a lot of stuff waxed. I think they want the bolt waxed. Is that crazy? I guess the bolt is going to be shooting like in and out, shooting the ball. Like this part of the bolt is threaded. This part that's smooth, that's apparently going to see some action. They want it waxed up. I'm assuming that's going to shoot the ball. I think I already said that. Allen wrench. They didn't tell us which Allen wrench to use. I guess we're not up to it yet, but I just see it has like the head for it. Sorry that we don't have close-up camera today. All right, let's make sure we're putting this in the right direction. All right, so we're going to put it in this side, and it's going to come out. We're going to put it in the side with the hourglass, and it's going to come out the other side. But important to note, there's going to be springs on both sides. So, get that bolt through. It's like not going through. All right, it went through all at once. And then put a spring on the other side. Remember that circle piece? Don't you feel like we should attach that circle piece? Like right here? It looks like it's going to go there. But they didn't mention it. So we're not going to do it. Hopefully it's the first thing that happens on the next page. It is. Assuming that's P17. All right, let's take a look. And also the Allen wrench. So P in bag 1, P2A, and P17. So P2A is the larger Allen wrench. It's a hex wrench, they call it, M4 hex wrench. And then P17 is exactly that piece that we were talking about. And then they also need G3 and G25. So let's advance 4 pieces, but let's do immediately this thing. Let's do immediately this ball and the Allen wrench, and then we'll go looking for G3 and G25 because we need to put this on before this starts falling apart. So I think they said the bigger hex wrench is going to fit. All right, let's start with getting the screw on. Like finger tight. And then we'll worry about the hex wrench. All right, there we go. Finger tight. Now, how do we hex wrench it? Put it in there. Turn it to the clockwise a few times. And this one you could turn. Wait, how deep will it go? Will it just keep going? Well, it can only go as deep as that ball, right? So I guess it'll stop when it's done. It's strange that it's not stopping. Okay, it's stopping now. All right, so is this the thing that's going to shoot the balls? Seems like it, right? Watch the action on this. All right. That was fun. All right. We still need G3 and G25. By the way, there's a wrench here. It even says on it tool. I feel like I should pop it out. K8 is definitely a tool. K8. Clearly a tool. Is that on camera? Yeah, that's on camera. Looking for the G board. H. This should be G, right? I know we were working with G and H before. That's G. Oh my goodness, this stupid chair keeps making noise. All right, 3 and 25. There's 26. This is 3. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Kind of a long piece, that G3. And then, what is G25 supposed to look like? Oh, it's supposed to match that piece. Oh, here's G25 down here. All right, it does kind of match that piece. It wasn't next to it on the board of boards, but it's there. All right. So this is, wait, which one's which? This one is G3, and this one is G25. Now, how are these supposed to go together? It's supposed to go through this board? Is that how that works? Oh, no, they go like perpendicular. All right, so G25 goes into here. And then G3 goes down from the top. All right, so are we looking at the right direction? Yeah, we got the ball here. Okay, so we're supposed to push this in perpendicular. Tough piece to push in. Tougher than it looks. Long, skinny pieces. If you're not careful, they break. When you put too much force on them at the wrong angle, they break. So I've learned to be very timid with long, skinny pieces, which makes them tougher, especially putting this one in perpendicular. Come on. Get in there. Okay. It's in. Now, we put this backing up this first board. Drop it right into that G25. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's in there. Why does it stick out on the top? It sticks out on the top a little bit. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it does that. All right. Anyway, something's happening. Something's getting built here. There's the checkbox. So, I think we passed the check. Yeah, looks good. Action's good. Page 18 is done. Is that the only page we've done today? Let's see what page 19 looks like. There's a lot going on page 19. Yeah, I think we're only getting one page done tonight. I don't feel like starting page 19 right now. It's a Sunday. It's not the first time we did a short episode on a Sunday. I'm John Rapp. This is Just Rest Your Eyes. Good night, and see you tomorrow.